what is the solutions and why we need to use the solutions here. Okay, so whenever you develop any components or any application, directly you will not use this in the URL, right? Because for development we will maintain one environment, for production we will maintain the different environment or EAT. Like this, in a real-time applications we will have different type of environments. Like this is like B2 CRM dev, B2 CRM UAT, B2 CRM production, B2 CRM training. Like that, we will have a different CRM URLs for one application. So why we need to use these many applications here is because we need to test, right? So once I done development in one environment, I need to move all the development work to another environment for a testing. The testers will be test and the developers will test and a different department, even from the client side also they will test. Everything they should not test in the development environment. Only for development purpose only we use this environment, right? So in this, I have a solution here. The school management I have developed. So this is for only development. No one should touch, log in into this application. No one will test. So if I want to test this school management application in any other environment, so how can I move all the changes to other environment? So at that time, the solutions part will come into picture. There are two type of solutions here: managed solution and unmanaged solution. Managed solution components we cannot modify it. Unmanaged solutions. Managed solutions means so here. So here what I'm doing now, I'm going to move this solution. So in the solution, I have my app, tables, workflows, actions, many things, right? So whatever the things you have developed as part of your development, all these things will be placed in the solution, right? So those components I need to move to other environment now. So here you see there are 10 components as part of my development. So now what I'll do, I'll come back to the school management. Here we have an option called. So before exporting, we need to check for us. So like whether we have any errors or not and all, we need to check with this. If you have any missing components, you can check like solution, show dependency with this. Okay. So after checking all these things, we have an option called export solution. You see here. Make sure that whenever you're exporting the solution, I mean exporting, so we need to make publish everything. So all the changes will be published into this particular solution. That means all the components are ready to deploy into other environments now. Right. So now let this complete first. Still it will take some time because I have a 10 components. In real-time projects, we may have more than 40-50 components. Okay, so once it is done, it will come one window to whether you want to export as a unmanaged or managed solution. Let's complete this procedure first. Still it is publishing. Let's see. So that's the reason I explained you before. We should not use publish all customization before development is completed. The first reason is it will take more time. Second reason is our colleagues' development will changes will be lost. Okay. Now this is published and also it is checking for errors like if you have any unnecessary components or it will check any JavaScript related any bugs and all. So it will be identified here. Okay. And then click on next. So here you see managed and unmanaged. In which type of solution you want to export? What will happen if I choose managed? What will happen if I choose unmanaged? Okay. First, let's consider our solution. In the solution, I have implemented school management application. Okay. So in this solution, I have two tables, students and teachers. Okay. After exporting the solution means the solution will have student and teacher. That solution will be imported into the different environments wherever I want. In the target environment, after importing this solution, do you want to allow any changes in this application? Because development is done, everything is ready in my environment. So I don't want to allow any changes in the other environment to this solution. Because after importing the solution in the other environment, they will open a school management and they will start working on this. I should not allow that thing. So if you don't want to allow any changes in the solution, you just export that solution as a managed solution. You see, a managed solution can't be changed unless it has a customizable object. Right? So it will not allow you to customize anything in the CRM system. If you select unmanaged, so you can modify even after moving the school management solution to other environment. The customization is allowed. In the target environment also, we can customize our changes. Right. So now your wish, like what and what is a version number here? Why we need to use a version number here is today you are implementing your application with student and teacher. Correct. So tomorrow client asks me with another development, new changes. New changes means let's say I want to add payment table also in our application. So at the time I will change the version number. That means based on the version number, I can identify what are the components are included. So today I'll export as a 1.001. Tomorrow I'll export as a 1.002. Tomorrow 1.03. After adding these many things, I'll start keep on adding the new version number. So even if you talk about mobile applications, whenever you download any mobile application, that will have some version number. And again, after some days, automatically the Play Store will recommend you to download the latest version of apps because that app will have additional components or new changes that was developed recently in that particular app. Immediately, if the new version of application is not working, they will roll out and they will keep the existing, I mean, previous version of that particular app. In the same way, the CRM solutions also will work. If let's say you are exporting as a solution like 1.009, but if that is not working, you can install 1.008 for temporarily until unless the problem is resolved. Right. Actually, this part will get you like when you're working in the real-time project. Okay, just simple only, but you will get to know the exact information when you're working in the real time. Now, I'm just exporting as a unmanaged solution here. It will download one zip file here. So let's wait because it will take some time. So that zip file we need to import into the other environment. So let's wait. So currently exporting the solution school management. Whatever the components are included in this, all will be exported here. So let's wait now. Now this is exported. I think. Oh, yes. This is a zip file. Yes, school management. What is the version number? So you cannot extract this. Okay, that should be in a zip file. In these files, what are the components we have implemented that will have like Canvas app, web resource, workflows, customization solution. Everything will be there here. Whatever the components you have. So once you export this, whatever the environment, this school management app you want to import. Let's say I have a different environment. You see, this is organization 7. So here I have a different environment. So in this environment, I want to import my solution. So let's check here. Let's go back to this. This is a different environment. This is like ORD D5600. Okay, this is different what we exported here. So now what I'll do, I'll go to solution section here. You see, import solution. That school management solution will be imported here. Select this, browse this, and school management. Open this and click on next. Yeah, some dependency components are there. I missed here using input output parameter. What is that? The class file. Cloudflow I'm missing here. The Cloudflow is missing. So that's why I'm unable to export this. So I can check later. But if you want to import, you need to make sure that the dependency components we need to check and then you need to export. So here I have a show dependencies. We can see. Maybe I forgot to add in. Let me open this. So in the processes, yeah, maybe I'm just calling a Cloudflow it's somewhere. So let's see. What is that flow is missing? That flow, whatever the flow you're feeling that it is missed, that you can find it from here. Okay, that part you can add it here and you can work on it. And then you re-export that and re-import into this. Okay, so that's how the solution management will work here. So just exporting and importing. That's it. Make sure that all the components should be added into your solution. Clear? This process is followed at the end of the project. Okay, we have created so many components that we should aware like how to export and import. It's very important point. And interview question also. What is the difference between a managed solution and unmanaged solution? Managed solution components cannot be modified in the target environment, where unmanaged solution components can be customized in the target. Clear? Now, I have another one. So in the school management, we forgot to discuss about one point here. In the tables, okay, in the app or anything you can take. So if you click on this, so this is like Canvas app means it's a mobile application. Like if you want to create a mobile application, that is yours, but it's not related to Dynamics 365. But for your application also, you can, if you want to create a Canvas app, you can create. But here in the model driven app itself, we have a pages. You see here. What is the pages here? Okay. So now in my application, in a school management application, let's say, account contacts and advertisement. So we have created like virtual table also, right? So now after looking at this account and contact or other, I don't like this design because every time I'm getting the same design only. If I open this, I'm getting the same design, same format, but I don't want to design my page like this. I want to design my own, like in other applications, like let's say C# Corner. Let's take this. Well, that is a template-based design which was given by the Microsoft. So we cannot change anything in the model driven app. So we should follow existing design only. But as per the client requirement, I want to use Microsoft given design as well as I want to customize my own pages in the dynamic CRM. So at that time, I need to take the concept called pages. This is nothing but canvas app on basements. Okay, so let's load this. It's very slow. Like this, if you want to design something like this, it's not that much basic level design. If you want to give a different links or a different images, different videos like this, so you can go with custom page design. Create a custom page. See now, this will redirect it to canvas app only. That means page custom page means it's nothing but a canvas app. It's like nothing but mobile supported way, and also that canvas app, the custom page can be added into the app side. Okay, so here it will take some time to load. In this custom page, we can add different options like subgrids. We can add images, we can add a different icons, many things we can do this. Still it is loading. Let me go back to this. Still, I think it is getting stuck. Suddenly this becomes slow. It's not from our end, like from the Microsoft end only. Because sometimes, because since it is a cloud version, right? So we don't have any control to check the, I mean, servers and all. So automatically it will adjust after some time. Yeah, wait for some time because if it is not open, that we cannot create anything. Let's see. Jansi Lakshmi. Let's wait for another 5 minutes. If not, tomorrow we'll check because the problem is from the Microsoft side. Still, the application is not accessible. Okay, let's Okay, we'll see about this part tomorrow. Okay, seems application is not loading properly. Okay,
This
so where
conference will now be recorded.
your records quickly, we can use a kick create form and you can create records easily. Right, what other forms we have? So card forms and kick create form. Sorry, kick queue form. This kick queue forms will be discussed along with the relationships, and this card form is like nothing but ID card related. So normally this is going to be deprecated. We are not going to use this form. Okay. This one will discuss with the relationship now. The next part here is in the form side. So if you want to design something like this, like we have a different tabs, different sections, files and header section, image control. I want to design my patient information page like this. This is existing application. So I want to develop a similar application, like with a different functionality. Into this patient information, I don't have any tabs under different fields and all. So if you want to develop such things, so you need to go to the particular form, your information main form, open this. In this form, we have a designer, form designer. With the form designer, we need to design our application. Okay, let's check now. So still the form is loading here. You see here, as of now, I have only two fields, name and one field. So if I want to create a new, first we'll go with the design. Okay. So I want to create a different tabs here. So we have components. You see here, we click on these components. So what type of layout you want to take it here? Right, layout, one column tab or a two column tab or one column section, two column section, kick queue, subgrid, timeline. Right. So now I want to have one column tab here. Just drag and drop. Now you see tab has come here. Initially I have general tab only. Now I have another tab where you can change the properties here. Right side. Let's say I want to take address tab here. Right. You see, whenever I change something here, automatically this is getting updated here. So here we have some properties. If you want to expand this, you can expand this full tab. You want to hide on the phone, you can hide by selecting these properties. And in this tab, what is the layout you want to select? One column layout or two column layout or three column layout? Based on your entry, you see two column layout means two sections are coming up here. Right. So here three column. See, whenever I change something here, automatically the screen is getting adjusted here. So in case if you want to give some width and all based on the two column, if you want to give like 25% or 75%, like that also you can decide here. So for now, I want to take only two column tab. In this tab, I can add different type of fields. I have added two column tab here. Initially I have added one column tab. Later on, I change it to two column. In this, if you want to add new more sections, just drag and drop here. You see. You can rename the section names here by clicking on this. You can rename. Let's say my address. Sorry, home address. Right. So you see here. So if you want, you can check by clicking on this one. You see, you can increase the space here. You can minimize. You can increase. 1 second. So others also joining. So that's okay. So now here I renamed whatever based on my client requirement. I'm just renaming this because whenever a patient is admitted in a hospital, I need to capture home address and office address or some permanent address like this. So that's the reason I'm designing my application with home address and different addresses, right? So in this, okay, my tabs and sections are ready. You can save and you can check it out. You just publish also this. Where is this option? Yeah, publish this. So you can check by publishing this. Yes. You will get changes immediately. Still, it is publishing. That's why the changes are not yet come. Let's see. Still, it is publishing here. You see here, address form has come into picture now. Initially, it was not there. This is address tab. Why am I unable to see any sections here? Because I've not placed any controls here. Now we need to talk about controls. So what is the controls I need to add here? What is a control means? After making the design like this, different type of controls we can add it here. Different type of controls means text box, option set, two option set. So you can find it like how many type of controls are there that you can create by clicking on this new tab. You see here different type of control, new column you want to create, you can create. So here these are the data types. You want to create a text box. In that also we have a different type of text boxes: plain text, text area, rich text, email, phone number, ticker symbol, url. What type of things you want to create, right? Number fields, we have a whole number field, decimal, floating, language, lookup, choice fields, currency, auto number, a file control. What type of controls you want to create, that you can create it here. Right, now I want to create as per my requirement. Let's create some fields only, not all, but remaining you can practice. Okay, so now what I want to create here is I want to create a phone number field because I want to capture patient phone number. Select the phone number field here. So let's take phone number. Right, we have a field behavior like simple and calculated roll up field. Simple means user can enter the data, but roll up and calculated we cannot enter. This one we'll discuss later. And this field you want to make it mandatory or required or business recommended. Here required means this asterisk symbol will come. So without entering the data, you cannot save this record. So in the same way you want to give it for a phone number, you can give it here. Or recommended means it's a recommended value, but even if you are not entering anything, it's allow you to save the record. Optional means it's an optional value. Normally the phone numbers are mandatory, business required. Let's save this field. So that's it. No need to write any code. The form we have created, sections and tabs are now fields. So the pages will be ready now. Right now you see, whenever you create anything, that will be added here, so that you can add it here. You see, right? Phone number. So in case if you want to take email field or website related field, that you can take it here. Now you see here, what is this? Yeah, email field also. So you can take users email address here. So if you want to take those things, you can take it here. Right? So like this, you can create. One second now. So like this, you can create different type of controls when you're choosing the single line of text box. Right? So now I want to take different number, like number related text boxes here. So you can go with a number here. You see, whole number field, decimal number field. So why I want to take this one? Let's say I want to capture some amount, patient charges, so that you can take it here in a whole number, decimal numbers, float numbers, based on your requirement. Just select the data type and you create it. Let's say I want to create a duration related field. Like duration means 1 day, 2 day, those type of fields we will create, right? So you can take duration field, automatically it will create. So let's take duration, something like this. The label name also. Save this. So that also will be created and it will be placed here. Now I want to create a different type of control. It's not like single options. I want to select, I want to give an option to select multiple options, that we can take here choice fields. So when can I take this type of fields, choice fields? Let's say you have a city fields like Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore. Out of these cities, I want to select one field. So at that time, I'll go with the choice field. So from where the patient is joining, so city, right? So for this, I'm choosing choice field. In the choice fields, what are the values you want to create? That you need to take a new choice. That choice, like you can give Indian cities, something like this. The other developers also, they can use Indian cities. So no need to create from their side. This is centralized location. So Hyderabad, can add another one, Chennai and Delhi. So in this patient location field, I'm going to select Indian cities choice field. So I have so many choice fields which are created by the Microsoft. What is the choice field? What is the list of records? What is the list of options you want to take? That choice field you can attach here to your fields like patient location. Right. So now save this. Here I have a two type of choice field. One is, I mean, choice field, and another one is yes or no also we have. Here I have the choice field, right? This choice field means I can add more values into the particular choice field. But yes or no means only we have two values only, yes or no, that's it. Sometimes is agreed, terms and conditions are agreed or not, yes or no. At that time only we have two options, yes or no, that's it, no other options we have. So here sometimes we have female, male, right? So we can rename, but only we can have only two fields. So here I'm taking like gender. Gender means only mostly nowadays like we have male and female. So we can take two choice field, yes or no, or data type yes or no. So no need to add any other things here. So save this. We will place all the type of fields into this and then we'll check. So choice fields also ready now. So what other data column types we have? Because why I'm creating all these things is whenever the client is explaining the requirement, You have to suggest what type of control is support for your requirement. That's why we should aware, okay, this type of column is there in the CRM. I need to suggest to the client like this. Right. So choice field is ready now. So what next is date time field. So date time field means normally we use it for birthday date or injury date or joining date or like this, right? So here you want only date only or a date time also. So both if you want to capture means you can take date time field. Let's say you take like joining date in hospital. So you can give it here joining date. Let's save this. We can make it mandatory also some fields based on our requirement. I'm just creating in high level only. Okay, and then next column here is so here I have the next column. In the choice field itself, we forgot to discuss one point here. Selecting multiple choices allowed. Okay, in the options, in the choice fields, in the options we have Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, or Delhi. In the choice field means only we can select one field. But if you select this option, user can select multiple options at it. Right? Single selection also is allowed in a choice field. Multiple selection also allowed, like when you're selecting this option. Okay, that also you can create while you're practicing. Now, date time also created, number field also, if you want, you can create like these and all. So let's take these and save this. Right. And the next column here is, okay, first we will place these columns so that we will go into the next columns. Okay. So here phone number I have added and gender also I'm going to add here. Gender and fees. See, I'm not writing any code. I'm just using the existing properties. I'm developing the application. Okay, patient location. So joining date, everything I'm just dragging here. So now just save and publish it. And these fields, if you want to hide and show, you want to lock anything, you just click on that particular field and use this property. Hide label, hide on the phone. You see, hide label means only the right side part is coming here. If you want to hide on the phone, hide, lock, read only. Right, there are all the properties are available. You can change it. In case if you want to change this column, we have an option called edit column. Directly you can modify. Like let's say in the gender, I want to change the label name. You just change it here. But the thing here is once you select any data type here, that you cannot change it here. Correct? So you see, this is blocked. So make sure that you have a clear requirement when you're creating these fields. Okay, let's save and publish now. So this is publishing. Every time we need to publish this thing, then only the application will have the latest changes. So let me refresh. What this has to be completed. Now you see whatever the required things are there in my application, everything is ready. As same as this existing application. This will have so many things. My application also will have so many fields. You see, joining date. As soon as I select this one, it is asking me to select the date, time also. You want only date, you can remove this one. I mean, while creating the field itself, only you can select a date only. Here gender, male and female. Only you see here, there is no other options to add. Right? We have whole number field we have created. It will allow you, it will take you the numbers. So if you try to add some text here, it will tell you, boss, you should not allow you to enter any text
Yeah.
here. So that's the reason the whole number is important.
Yeah, but is how many columns? Only two columns, huh? Sir. Praveen here, maximum.
Yeah, Praveen, tell me.
Yeah, so we have only two columns only. We have option, or like we can add some more columns also.
In, in the gender, right? You're asking?
No, not gender. Like vertically, it's like a name, joining date. It's that's a one row, one column.
Oh, okay, that you
And,
can design. Huh? So here you can go here. You
okay,
can
yeah,
design here. Yes. I just clicked on it here. Okay.
yeah.
After
But
clicking on that,
horizontally,
I'm just selecting.
horizontally, how many columns we can create?
Yeah, four. I think you see
Oh,
here, four.
four. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was I was asking. Okay,
Now I
thanks.
have chosen a two here. What I'm
Yeah, yeah.
doing,
I got it. Yeah, got it.
just
Because
moving.
that's the limitation actually was there in
Yeah, yeah.
C1
You see
actually.
that now. This one and this one. Right. So now the fees. I mean, since we have selected a whole number field, it is allowing me to enter only numbers. It's not other type of data. Duration, like duration means, like as I said, that 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, those type of fields automatically will come. Yes. Hourly wise, day wise. Phone number fields only it will allow you. And then patient location. Now you see Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi. Either one option we can select. If you give multiple select option, like user may select multiple options. Right. So now, so the next column here is, this is completed. This one will be discussed along with the relationship, because so many things are related with the relationships in the CRM, because relationships are heart of the CRM application or model driven app. I mean to say, both are same, CRM and model driven app. Now, currency field. So, what is the difference between currency field and a normal whole number field? Whole number also will allow you, right? Whole number also will allow you to enter the numbers, and currency field also will allow you to enter the numbers. Then, what is the difference here? A decimal, float, all right. But this currency field will change the currency values based on your region. So let me go to existing application here. Okay. So in this is existing app that was created by the Microsoft. And in this, let me go to one table here, opportunity. In this opportunity, still it's loading. So let me take the new one here. So in this opportunity, we have a currency which is based on US dollars. Okay. If you go on top, estimated revenue is $50,000. As soon as I enter 50,000, this is showing me this is in a dollars. How this is giving a dollar symbol is based on the currency, based on the form currency which you are considering here. If you change it to rupees, I don't think other currencies we have. Let me take here. As soon as you select the Indian currency, the Indian rupee symbol will come here because of currency field. Currency field will give you the currency symbol of that particular region or particular, I mean, currency which you are selecting in the form. So here we need to create a new currencies and all, like Indian symbol. There are many things will come here. So based on our client requirement only, we need to select, we need to create all these things. As of now, I have only, I mean, US dollar only. So in case if you want to configure it, you can configure. Okay, since my application default currency is a US dollar, that's why it is showing only US dollars. So you can check more currencies by creating the new currencies here. See, only currency US dollar. because this was created by the Microsoft only. If you want, you can add a new record, Indian rupee, so and so currency name, and then particular rupee and all. Automatically based on this selection, this symbol will come next to the currency field, right? So in our application also, if you want to create such type of things, you can go with the currency symbol, currency field here. And then auto number field. What is the auto number field here? Okay, whenever patient record is created in the system, I want to give one auto number to the particular patient. I don't want to give like 1 2 3 like this. My system has to generate that particular patient number here. So for this, if you want to generate a random number, you need to create a field called auto number field. You see, click on this auto number field. So what type of auto number you want to generate? There are three types: string prefixed, date prefixed, and custom. First, we'll go with the string prefixed here. In this, what is the prefix you want to give? Means first three letters or four letters. Let's say I want to give patient or pre. You see, as soon as I give something here, that number preview is coming here. What is the minimum number of digits you want to generate? 4 or 5? I want 8. You see, as soon as I click on 8, this much series is generated. What is the seed value? I mean, 1000 or 10,000, whatever you want. You see, whenever I type something, it's coming here, right? See. But there is a limitation, right? We should consider that also. Yes. So first patient, whenever the first patient record is created, this will generate next this one like this. Or you, I don't want string prefixed, date prefixed. I want based on my system current date. I want to generate my number. You see here, today, tomorrow, 24, a day after tomorrow, 25. Like this is will generate. So in this date also we can have a different formats. I want like this, 23rd John, 24th John, like this. This is auto number. Right. The next one here is custom one. I don't want to use the existing formats. I want to have my own format. So you can choose custom one here. And in this, you want number format you want to add, or date time format, or random string format. You see, random string format. Date. I'm just keep on adding my format to this format section. You see, this much number will be generated automatically whenever I create a patient record. This is an additional advantage to the developer, right? No need to write any code. How you want to generate, you just given instructions, that's it. It will generate for you. Right. So now I want to take string prefixed for now. Let's say patient, something like this. What is the problem? Yeah, this is the name I need to give. Patient number. To save this. So now you just add into the top here. And the patient number should be generated automatically. That means no one should enter the data into this patient number. You just make it read only. So no, read only means it will log automatically, the data will be generated. Right, let's save and publish. We'll try to create some records and we'll check. Okay, and publish it. So this is done now. So let's refresh and create. Now you see this is a logged one. So now I am creating like patient 5 or 6. Patient 5 or 6 here. And the phone number is so and so number. And then I'm saving this record. Now you see, did I created anything? Did I given any instructions? This auto number is auto generated this number. So when you create a new one here, let's say patient 7. Okay, another one is coming. So like this, we need to design our form and then we need to go for a development. Because this apps creation, forms creation, fields creation, we can done it easily. Like if the client has given something here, we can do it in a 2 hours. But if you talk about any other technologies, it will take like 10 to 15 days of time because everything we need to write in a code. But in this application, no need to write any code. You just drag and drop your functionality. That's it. Automatically, this CRM designer will take care of everything. Right? So we have created a forms and tabs, sections, fields. Now, what other things we have here? The next component here is, I hope you're clear, right? You need to practice. I'll give you some homework. Okay. So please practice that one. So forms are completed and columns also we have completed. Now we have keys. So what is the keys here? Okay. So keys means, let's take email field, then we'll talk about this particular keys. Okay. I'm going to create one email field. That email field should not be same for a different users. I'm giving some xyz@gmail.com. Right. Another person also is trying to give xyz@gmail.com, but that is wrong. My system should stop me. Right, boss, this email address is already associated with another patient. Why are you giving the same email address like this? Right. If you want to stop duplicate email address for a multiple records in the system, you need to create a keys in the system. So let's create now like email address field. On that particular field, we will try to create a key here. This is text email field. Okay, I just added it here. So let's go back to the keys now and then we will create. Go back to this. Now in this, we have keys, right? So let's create a key. So key means it's an alternate key. And whatever the column you're creating this particular key, that column will not allow the duplicate. Okay, display name is email duplicate. So this field will not allow the duplicate data across the multiple records. Not only one field, if you want to create it on multiple fields, email and phone number should not be same for multiple records. That means that will become a duplicate record. Why should I create a duplicate record? Here, and condition, email and phone number should not be matched when you are creating the patient records here. Or you want to check it on only email, that you can check it. Let's save this. On this particular field in the database, one alternate key will be created. As soon as the alternate key is created, whenever you're trying to create any data with the same phone number, it will stop you. So here it will take some time, like 1 or 2 minutes. Let's refresh this. Still it is showing a pending here. So let's wait. Again, you try to refresh here. So now this is active now. So what I'll do, this patient is already having this phone number. Now I'll just copy paste and I'll try to give same phone number to the different patient here. So let's copy paste and try to create a patient 7 and save this. Sorry, in the email, right? We have created. So that, yeah, the column is email, sorry, not on the phone number. Replaced email address. Let me publish it once. The changes are not reflected. Yeah, this is email and publish it. We will try to create a duplicate on this. Okay, this is done here. So for this patient, I'm giving p7@gmail.com. So another patient also I'm trying to give same email address. The patient is save this. Now you see here, it is saying that the email already exists for another record. Entity key email duplicate required, that is set of attribute contain unique values. This email address is having a duplicate data which is already associated with another record. You cannot give same address like that it is saying. Now I'm giving P8 now. Let's see whether it is saving or not. Now it is saved. How do you identify that the record is saved? The primary column will be displayed here. Clear? This keys, right? So now forms is ready, columns are ready, and keys also ready. And then next one is a views here. So what is the views here? In existing application, if you go to any table here, we can see different type of views: my account view, active account, active, exclude, inactive, my active account. There are many views. In the same way, I want to filter my patients here. Active and inactive is there, but I want to create a new view here for my patient information. So for this, we need to do it from here. So click on new view. What is the name you want to give here? Gender based patients, like female patients and male patients. I want to differentiate. So here, click on create. In this, as soon as I select the view here, how many columns are displaying? Name and created on. Here also that option will come. You see, first name will come, and what is the column you want to add in the next one. So let's say duration you want to add, you just add, and the next column. So what is the fees? Okay, fees I want to add. What is the other column you want to add? Gender I want to add. So there are, whenever somebody chosen this gender based view, you will get all the 4 columns there. Validate, we should make sure that this is validated successfully, otherwise it will impact on the performance. And save this and publish it here. But whenever I selected active patient information, it is displaying active patients. Let me deactivate these two. So whenever I choose inactive patient information, this is displaying 2 inactive records, which are deactivated now. So this gender based, let's say female based, I want to display female patients here. Let's rename it. Only female patients. So in this view, I'm able to see all the data. Then I want to display only these female records only. I don't want to display male records when I select this, I mean, female view here. So how can I filter the records? For every view, we have an option called filter criteria, edit filter criteria. So if you click on this, what type of data you want to filter into this view? In this, I want to filter it gender equal to female. So only this view will display if the record gender equals to female, otherwise it won't display. Or if you want to have more conditions, just add it here by clicking on this. Created on, to created on this month. Where is this month? Yeah. That means this view should display the records, I mean the gender equal to female and created on this month. If you want, you can make it group and or group or, make a group. Either or condition or and condition you want to use. Or means either gender equal to female or created on this month. Either one condition should satisfy. And means both the conditions should satisfy here. But like this, you can have more conditions. So for now, I want to delete. I don't want to take it anything. I just take female gender equals to female. So just remove it, this grouping also. Ungroup it. Gender equals to female. So now my view will display only the records which are gender equal to female. So let's save and publish it, and let's check it here. So for every view, if you want to create a view, the filter criteria should be given here. Based on the filter criteria, the views will display the data whenever you select it. Right. So let's refresh. So here I have, you see, female patient. These 4 records are female. Say patient X 7P7. Not all the records it is displayed. If you want to check all the records, just click on active patient. irrespective of gender, all the patient will be displayed because the active patient filter criteria is different, right? I hope you are clear on this. So now I'm going to give some homework to you. Like first you create, I'm implementing, I mean, hospital management application while discussing about these topics. You can take vehicle management application, I mean app. You need to create, you need to create a solution, you need to create an app. In this, customers table you create, customer payment table you create. In this, you add a sections, tabs, and create a different type of fields and views and columns, right? Please create these three things so that we will go with the other topics tomorrow, because then only you will get some hands-on experience creating the app, adding the tables. Otherwise, while discussing, okay, we'll get to know that okay, everything is good, but while navigating from one place to another place, you will get confused. So I request you to create a solution, create an app, and create a tables and place it in the app. Okay.